Consider the timeline. Matthew 16 suggests we should be able to discern the signs of the times. Jesus also said in Matthew 24, the generation that saw the parable of the fig tree, the rebirth of Israel in 1948, would not pass away until all of these things are fulfilled. A biblical generation is often understood as 70 to 80 years, as stated in Psalm 90:10. That puts us squarely in the window of the 2020s. Add to that the prophecy of Hosea, stating that when the shepherd is struck down, that triggers the start of the following prophecy. Hosea chapter 6, verse 2 says, "After 2 days will he revive us, in the third day he will raise us up, and we shall live in his sight." Using the principle from 2 Peter 3:8, that with the Lord 1 day is as 1,000 years, many scholars see this as a prophecy of the 2,000-year church age, followed by a 1,000-year millennial day. If the church age began roughly around 30 AD with Christ's crucifixion, then 2 days, 2,000 years from AD 30, ends around the year 2030. You derive this from Matthew 26:31. I will smite the shepherd, and the sheep of the flock shall be scattered abroad. You may also derive this from Zechariah 13:7. Awake, O sword, against my shepherd, against the man who is close to me, declares the Lord Almighty. Strike the shepherd, and the sheep will be scattered. This is the scattering of the nations. Jesus identifies himself as the shepherd in the prophecy from John 10:11. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. And again, Hosea affirms the 3-day prophecy here in 6:1-2. Come, let us return to the Lord. He has torn us to pieces, but he will heal us. He has injured us, but he will bind up our wounds. After 2 days he will revive us, and on the third day he will raise us up, that we may live in his presence. After 2 days he will revive us, points to Israel revived in 1948, the latter half of the second day, after the time of the Gentiles, as stated in Luke 21:44. They will fall by the sword and will be taken as prisoners to all nations, and Jerusalem will be trampled on by the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles are fulfilled. These prophecies seem to be converging on our time. I must add, there is a third age listed for how long a generation lasts in Genesis 6:3, which notes 120 years, although most evidence points to that great book of Revelation occurring sooner rather than later. I can only provide you with the most relevant chapters and verses. This is why God says only He knows the day or hour in Matthew 24:36, but we can see the signs of the times. I can tell you what Jesus said, though. In Matthew 24:24-26, for there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall shew great signs and wonders, insomuch that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Behold, I have told you before. Wherefore, if they shall say unto you, Behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not. This is not a call to fear, it is a call to awaken.